Cryptic fans from near and far, even joining us on YouTube this evening. Welcome to the one and only Cryptic Arena. Tonight, you're in for an unforgettable night of action, adrenaline, and all-out war inside the ring. We've got 5 explosive fights lined up, showcasing raw talent, grit, and heart. Every single fighter has something to prove, and every round will take us one step closer to the clash everyone's been waiting for. The extremely highly anticipated main event. So grab your seats, feel the energy, and get ready to cheer loud, because tonight, legends will rise, and only the strongest will stand tall. Let the fights begin! Let's get it done! Well, that was eventful, wasn't it, gentlemen? Welcome, everybody, as I stated, to Cryptic Arena. This is Exposition 4 that we are hosting for you this evening. It is wonderful to be joined in the booth once again by the 2 of the most prolific names in digital boxing, of course. On my left, owner of the Grid Games, and from what I was recently told, the greatest fighter in Second Life. I believe like 4 people told me that. I didn't know that. Titus Karan, is good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Mike. Jack, ready for today. It's going to be an exciting match. Yeah, I was, but the key word was. Retired now, so I'm ready to see these new people do something.
Yeah, it's 10 of them. We got 10 of them tonight. It is a full card and then one. I'm extremely excited for what's in store, for sure. On my right, co-owner of Team Cryptic, as well as the seats you're sitting in, Jackie the Country Boy. Jack, what do you make of this evening? You got 3 of your studs out of the stable, so to speak, but Team Death Row, they brought a lot tonight. 5 fighters out of Team Death Row. What do you make of this evening's fights?
I'll be honest with you. With people who definitely can went to the press conference yesterday, it definitely shows that the energy was really high between both fighters. Pretty much any team that's here, it's definitely got an impact on it. The energy that is here should definitely be some good fights. You got some fighters first debut. They're sitting there and trying to make a name for themselves. They got a career going first debuts, and you got people that's been here for a couple times. We got some big fights on the line, so I'm definitely ready to see all these fights go on and all that good stuff. So we'll definitely have to see.
Absolutely. Speaking of Team Death Row, 2 of them will be fighting each other this evening. Nothing but respect for them, obviously. I was not able to attend the press conference last night. I understand it got pretty heated, but I was able to skim through the feed of that and kind of get a little bit. Of course, I'm referring to Savage and Quinray. That one is very much anticipated in the aspect that these 2 don't really have animosity toward each other. From what I was gathering from the press conference and from others said to me throughout the last couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that one, and I really don't know exactly how. I don't even have an idea of how that one might fall. Titus, do you have any idea?
I've sparred with these guys and fought against one of them in an event. They're both very tall. They both have a long reach, and they both got power, and they can move quick. So I've never seen them go against each other. So honestly, I really don't know who's going to take this one.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that I took away, of course, from the press conference skimming last night, Ludwig Graves, out of Team Cryptic, a fairly recent acquisition in the Cryptic house, to go up against Nelly Gambit this evening. Ludwig was not a very popular individual last night and a bit loud with his words. It doesn't look like Death Row has any love for Ludwig Graves, and he might be in for it this evening for sure. What do you guys think, honestly?
Ludwig sucks.
In all honesty, man, you know, he's definitely going to pretty much have some people calling him out, definitely after this event. So, pretty sure he's got some fighters, you know, booked up waiting to fight him. And, yeah, we also got the first round or first match card, you know, Lewis versus Dante Rosselli. You know, he's definitely making, you know, first debut as well. Lewis is, and then, you know, you have, you know, Dante, second amateur fight. You know, he's wanting to get that win, and I think both of them, they were pretty, you know, respectful towards each other. You know, they said that both of them was going to win. They really didn't, you know, have a lot going on, but, you know, but definitely I'm ready to definitely see these fighters come out and put on a show. That's for sure. A lot to prove tonight, you know.
For sure. Well, without further ado, I think we ought to bring him out. Speaking of Louis Gofeller and Dante Rosselli. First, let's open the curtain and let's bring him out. In the red corner, adorning the light blue shorts with the black trim, fighting out of Team Cryptic, sizing in at 7'6" tall, making his Vitality debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Lightning Lou Goldseller. And standing in the blue corner, wearing the black shorts, fighting for Team Hands, sizing in at 7 foot tall, looking for his first win this evening, Dante Cash Rosselli. Gentlemen, let's get it done.
There's a little bit of confusion on the intro. I apologize about it, but everything's good. These two gentlemen in the ring and they're ready for it, you know?
He's standing in this evening, looking for his first win against Lightning Lou Gofeller, who has been training for the last month or so. His very first fight this evening.
All right, just say anything about them. I'm sure let's have a check on it. Gentlemen, we're going to have y'all, that's the pro board. We're going to have to swap the boards right quick for amateur board. Our apologies.
Bit of technical difficulties. Side has heard you got a fight coming up. I mean, that's the rumor anyway. And I understand that there's a fight coming up against against Jack. That's what I heard. Is there any truth to that? At all?
There is 100% truth to that, Mike.
Yeah.
We'll be going over the details, I'm sure, in the next few weeks and keep you all updated. But yes, it'll be our third match. Right now, Jack and I are 1-1 versus each other.
Okay, so that's the tension that I'm sensing right now between the two of you. Okay, I get it. I'm gonna try to stay out of your way this evening today, though, for sure. Especially if you got something like that going on. No, it highly anticipated. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. Over the last couple of weeks, I've learned quite a bit, honestly, about the boxing scene within Second Life. So much that I wasn't able to get over the last few years or so, and Vitality just taking over the grid. Really, this is probably some of the most fun I've had in the last couple of weeks, for sure, in a long time.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, it really, really, truly is. So I do want to thank you guys for allowing me to stand into the booth this evening, for sure.
Of course. Thank you for being here and giving us that pizzazz.
Pizzazz, is that what we're calling it?
All right, we got it. Come on, let's go. Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Round one, fight!
Just out there dancing off a little bit. Oh, yeah, and to talk about that fight, oh, yeah, most definitely. That's going to be a tune fight. Third to settle it all. Oh, you got Dante going there swinging in some body punches on Lewis.
All right, looks like Dante got some good blocking in, going on, moving around.
Just feeling each other out right now. Nobody really knows. I mean, these are two new fighters with the Vitality system, so they don't really know how each other. Nobody's really seen them for the most part. Not too much, anyway.
Yeah, it's always nice seeing the new guys go at it, see who's good, see who isn't. I remember my first match. I don't think anybody thought I was going to win that one. I didn't even know.
And to be honest, it's kind of like you may have that adrenaline pump. First fight, you got, one first debut, one that's already been in the ring already. It still got a little adrenaline pump, especially you don't know anything about your opponent. You got to feel each other out, kind of see what's going on. And then you want to, it's kind of very strategic, kind of comes into play. How are you going to be strategic? How are you going to get the win? And pretty much learning ready for the next opponent. There's been plenty of fights, in everybody's time to where you don't know your opponent's style, what kind of fighter they are. Oh, that little side Lewis is down.
Lightning Lou hits the mat on one knee. He does make it back up. Is he going to be able to gather his composure in enough time to maybe make something happen within the round?
Oh, what's
And
that?
a couple of jabs by Dante. Bit relentless, going for the kill right after the knockdown.
Yeah.
We'll be honest with you, very surprising that them two just to go in there and just slug it out. It was pretty smart, sit there and, seeing each other out, seeing what kind of strategies, as you can tell, looks like Dante's got some very powerful hands there to the body of Lewis there. Toss, what is your thoughts as well on this?
Well, just so everybody knows, this is an amateur match right here. So how they score is the amount of punches they land, not throw. So right now you've got Dante in the lead, 18 punches landed to 11. So Lewis is going to have to pick it up a bit.
Lewis out swinging right from the get-go. A right and a left, trading blows directly in the center of the ring as we make our way to the southeast corner. Dante stumbling a little bit. Could he be hurt?
Yeah, looks like Lewis there kind of went in on the power. He just wanted to go in and throw down and try to go ahead and get either a knockdown or a knocked out.
Well, he is pretty quick because he pulled that. They're within 2 punches now of each other.
Yeah, he definitely has to watch running there and make sure that he kind of capitalizes on the stamina as well. It's kind of like what would your decision be? Would you want to do chin held or would you preserve on the body? Your stamina.
Well, at this point, somebody's gassing, so whoever's holding body, that's the person that needs to get some stamina.
One thing is for certain, both of them came in with a game plan, and it is getting implemented. It does appear as though Lou trying to stay away and kind of go in for the kill when he senses that there's a weakness in there. Dante doing just about the same as they kind of were feeling each other out for the first round and going in toward the end of the second. I think it might get exciting in the next round, Joe. I really do. I think that as they've gotten used to doing the dance in the center there and making their way through, I think that over the right hand there for Dante.
It's much closer in this round. It looks like Lewis has caught his footing a bit.
Enlightening Lou at the end of the round, right at the end, it was able to land a few.
Wow. So now we've got Dante still in the lead, but only by 2 points. Lewis actually won that round. He had 19. Dante had 14. So kind of a reversal of leads.
Yeah, that's definitely, I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever Lewis came out with the power of the punches from left and right to the body into the head, that they might suck it out pretty good. These gentlemen did do a couple slugs. All right, looks like we're going to the third round, last round. Brothers exchanging some pretty good punches, body, head, chin, both of them getting hit.
No time wasted at all as the stamina was able to build there in between rounds. And they came out swinging.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think this fight's going to be close. If nobody gets knocked out or TKO'd, I really think this is going to go off the points.
For sure. Lou, right hand straight to the face of Dante Roselli. He didn't like that, and he comes back with another exchange right and a left.
Lewis has some good movement and some really nice blocking from what I'm seeing out of him.
Most of it, but there's also a lot of punches as well that's taking a lot of that stamina out. It's like doing pretty good on bobbing and weaving on each other. Always got him in the corner there, somewhere you don't want to be at. Oh, looks like I got a birdie call there.
Got stunned a bit.
And another one. As Lou Goldfeller stumbles back.
Dante trying to find an opening, but Lou's got some good angles.
Quite a few missed shots between the two there as they seem to be dodging rapidly on each go.
Nice. Couple left hooks by Dante.
So we're slugging it out again right there. Oh, Lewis is down.
Got him in the corner.
Another
But,
one.
wow.
2 knockdowns by Lou Gofeller.
And looks like that he got saved by the bell, but Dante Roselli will take home the win.
Absolutely.
Wow, very good fight.
Dante Roselli tagging his first win in the Vitality system. Well done.
But really good fight between y'all two. First debuts, and then also pretty much second fight. Really good fight between both of y'all, gentlemen. Y'all doing really well.
Sure.
Y'all doing
Well, guys, I think it's time we talk about the main event. We haven't touched on it too much on the opening go, but that one everybody's looking forward to for sure. Just 2 weeks ago, the KBCL 8-time and reigning champion of the grid, Cy Rain, came down from the lush box upstairs, stood directly in the center of the ring as Cole Evergarden took his 33rd win in a row. And he made a challenge. He said, "Let's go. You and me, let's do this." Well, the response from Cole Evergarden at that time, anytime, any place. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. This is the place. Cy and Cole in the main event. I am looking forward to that one for sure. And a front row seat like I have. I no idea how that one's going to end up. As there's controversy and everything else. It's a drama in and of itself. What do you guys make of this one? And what are your expectations for it? I mean, really?
Well, no, honestly, bro, before I touch base, and I also want to do a shout out to Fatality as well. Fatality is the new era of boxing on the grid. If you are pretty much never boxed and would definitely love to box, Fatality is definitely the place to learn. Also has pretty good coaching and have classes, and a lot of gym owners and members that also go around there, and it's a very friendly place to go to as well. Following that, we also have adorations from sweet to sassy to kinky, plus everything in between. Find what represents you today. Now, going back to what you just said about the main event, right? It's a fight. It's definitely a big fight, and whenever it comes down to it, you want to sit there and you got to think about it. Size championship, he's holding the belt, really good fighter. I can't remember the last time he's took a loss. And then you also have Cole, which is undefeated. Both fighters definitely trained really hard to pretty much see each other in the ring. And this is something that everybody wants to see. For the questions, Cole is, if Cole could be beaten, and then you also have Cy, which is kind of pretty much number one fighter on the grid right now. I do have to update this as well. My apologies, y'all.
Both of them seem extremely confident for sure. Titus, you were able to attend the press conference last night. Did you sense any weakness or any hesitancy between the two?
I sense some hesitancy out of one of them, yes. I do see that they respect each other's game, so which will, this fight will go on for hopefully the whole 5 rounds, because obviously this is a championship match. But I took a similar fight like this at my time. It was against one of the best DJs here, but the big difference is now is that it's not a DJ he's going up against. Yeah, this is an exhibition match, but yes, he is going up against another big time boxer.
As you stated, the big belt is not up for grabs this evening. It is not a KBCL sanctioned event, and it shouldn't be up for grabs based on that fact. But I can't help but shake the feeling or the aura that this one means something quite a bit more than an exhibition match. It's like questions that were never asked will be answered on this. I don't know. Am I wrong in that? I mean, am I the only one that even has that feeling as to who will win, who's better, who's not, or does it even matter? What do you think?
I think the fans are going to decide that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true.
But we also got a second match card up. Ludwig Grace, aka Ludi, going against Nelly Gambit.
Hmm.
Now, you know, you got to think about it. Yesterday, these two went head to head at the press conference. Not really sure who to pick on this fight to win. There's a lot of energy going in, so definitely going to be a good one to see.
It is for sure. Ludi making his Vitality System debut this evening. Nelly Gambit, from the record that I have, hasn't had too many fights with Vitality, but experience nonetheless for both of them. So looking forward to that. I say we open the curtain and bring him out. What do you say, gentlemen?
Oh yeah, let's get it going.
All right, let's get it done. Fur, it's on you.
We're also allowed to shout out to the production team as well from Fatality for making this off for people that wasn't able to be here.
Yeah, looks like it's already starting. We got some trash talking going on here. All right, guys, let's get in your corners. Let's get this match get going. Well,
In the red corner, wearing the black, red, gold shorts with the black trim, fighting for Team Cryptic, sizing in 6'4" tall and making his Vitality debut, Ludi, the German sensation, Graves. In the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and blue shorts, American style, fighting out of Team Death Row, 8'1" tall, looking for his first Vitality win this afternoon, Nelly Saint the Sinner Gambit. Gentlemen, let's get it done.
Alrighty, looks like there's a good bit of time between the two. Whenever they're both ready on the board.
Absolutely, there is no love between these gentlemen, not at all.
If now that we get you on the board here. Ludi in the red corner and Nelly in the blue corner. Gentlemen ready up. Definitely gonna get some high tensions here.
Is ready. Red corner is ready.
Alrighty, here we go. How y'all feeling?
Round one. Fight.
it's on.
This is definitely a fight that was hyped up over the coming weeks, as Ludi Graves, who does have experience with many sports within Second Life, currently making his debut with the Vitality system, and Nelly Gambit, fairly new as well to the Vitality system. So, quite a bit of talk last night, though, wasn't there? By Ludwig Graves. He was making a lot of predictions for himself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I'll be honest with you, I think the reason why it's a lot of quiet right now because there's so much on the line here between these two. You have pretty much two big fighters right here. Definitely have a rivalry going on, and definitely got some good punches in on both sides. Do some blocking, kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know who I see kind of taking this lead yet. We're about halfway through the first round. It's kind of a mix and match right now. They're feeling each other out, moving around the ring. Still could be anyone's game.
Definitely. Ludi taking a beating right now in the southwest corner. Nelly Gambit not holding back at all, looking to end this one early if possible, but that do eventually Set aside to maybe regain some stamina, hopefully. This one might not go all 3 rounds, you guys. For sure.
Fighters, get to your corners.
All right, there, pretty good round between both of them. That's for sure.
Very good.
Who and Tops, who do we have leading right now?
Right now, in the first round, Nelly's in the lead by 15 to 14, so by 1 point. It's very, very close.
Yeah, most definitely. And to be fair, I mean, there's a lot of smack talk that was on the line. You know, it's just very exciting to see this kind of stuff. I couldn't even remember, you know, the last event I've ever been to that there was a rivalry, or could even, you know, remember a rivalry myself. You know, it's just, you know, I think it's a good journey of rivalry. Will they stay rivalry, or will they go to more of a friendship? You know.
It was exciting on the skim through by myself, just watching it. I can only imagine. And a left hand by Ludi Grace. Right. Nelly Gambit going for the left hook, trying to end it early. Did not connect on that one.
Yeah, this is the fight that have you on like edge of a seat kind of thing.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I don't even know. It's like I don't even want to talk because I'm so into this fight right here. You know, these dudes definitely got so much right there for each other. You know, just punching the brakes off.
Oh, wow. Big right hand from Nelly Gambit straight to the jaw of Ludi Graves. He felt that one.
Yeah, you can see they're taking their time on when they're going to throw their combos, and when they do, man, they go at it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And, you know, it's kind of like they're waiting to see each other up kind of deal. You know, definitely.
Nelly able to get out of that corner.
Not too many missed punches. It's strategic, but there is still a lot of animosity. It's hard to pinpoint.
And that's the thing is, like, whenever you're boxing, it's kind of like who controls the center, you know? Mainly controls the center is the one that controls the fight. You know, it's kind of like a switch of possession in NFL, you know, like the ball going back and forth. Well, this here is similar, but it's like the fighters definitely been switching up. You know, you have both of them kind of going in and out of the center, circling, punches going from left and right on both ends. It's definitely a lot of game changing out there.
And a stumble by Ludi Graves right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. Oh man, it certainly is. It's very highly anticipated match coming into this afternoon, and it's proving to be one. It's just going into the next round. I'm like you said, Jack. It's on the edge of your seat for the most part.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And to be honest, I can't even see who's winning right now because of the energy in the place. You can definitely tell it from the crowd. So much noise making right now. Everybody is really rooting for Nelly to bring home the win. Then you got Goodwin trying to represent the German sensation. He wants to take it home as well. Alrighty, here we go. Last round.
So just so everybody knows, there is under 2 minutes left in this match. Right now, Ludi is in the lead, landing 30 punches to 28.
No! Wow! Ludi Graves knocked down in the opening seconds of the third round. Is he going to get back up? Yes!
I meant to say, Luke. Yeah, they're definitely, you know, they're not going to definitely survive. It looks like, you know, they're stepping up. Nelly's not letting him get it at all.
Not at all. He is on the hunt, and it is attack mode. All the way. Another one. Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9.
And he's up at 9.
He is up at the 9 count.
Oh, man! Just under a minute left in the round. Just under a minute left in the match. Nelly Gambit 2 knockdowns. on
If
Ludi
Ludi
Gray.
if Ludi can stay up these last 40 seconds, that's it.
Well,
TK! Oh, and Nelly Gambit
Yeah.
takes the
Let me
win.
just get this real quick. There's another one for the Allies. Let's fucking go. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
great fight.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Great fight.
100%.
What you thought this
It was 41-40 with a TKO.
This was.
3 knockdowns. Came in with a game
My foot's gonna
plan,
stay on that neck.
initiated it.
Good fight though.
No, honestly, we definitely see y'all two backstage. And, you know, we also have a third fight coming up.
You
here.
didn't
There's
knock
some
me out. Fight me again. You didn't knock
I'll
me
fight you
out.
as many times as I need to, Ludwig. You bloody wig right now, so hush. You bloody wig. You're not Ludwig, you bloody wig. You bloody wig. You're not Ludwig, you bloody wig.
Let's do it
Fuck out
again.
of here.
Come on. How about
Sit
we
down,
don't-
nigga.
Alrighty,
Sit
all
down.
right, gentlemen, we can definitely see y'all on the backstage, please. We got the next fight coming up. Y'all definitely put on a hell of a show. That was really good. FC fight.
I ain't got time. Shit.
They'll bring home the win, TKO. Third round. The points were close, but the TKO was more. So we definitely have a third match card coming up between Nuno and Illy. Now both these fighters definitely had a lot of respect for each other. You know, whenever we saw them at the conference yesterday, they didn't really have a long conference. You know, they were just sitting there and you know, a lot of respect towards each other. So it's definitely going to be a good fight. You have Nuno that also been in a couple fights as well. Illy's also known on the grid as well for boxing. So yeah, and also the parking lot to say y'all know, you know, some people got in their fight. Man. After this stuff happens, but
Some people go in the fight. Did you just try to start a fight in the parking lot?
no, I would never encourage. I would never encourage that.
Of course not. Of course not. Professional, right?
Right? But what's y'all's thoughts on this next coming fight? It's going to be a pro fight as well.
A professional fight between Nuno Bison and Illy Monzon. Illy Monzon, what I'm told, is the most decorated fighter in Second Life. She's been around the grid a little bit and definitely held her fair share of belts. Has a much larger record than Nuno Bison out of Kadath Boxing Club. Kadath does tend to bring out some winners, though. It really. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the ball, though, must be said. But a smaller record currently for Nuno Bison.
freed from desire. Mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Mind and senses purified, freed from desire.
In the red corner, wearing the neon pink shorts with the electric blue accent, fighting out of Kadath Boxing Club and sizing in at 5 foot 3 inches tall. 2 wins, no losses, both coming by knockout. DJ Nuno B. In the blue corner, wearing the green shorts with the white trim, fighting out of Team Death Row, 5 foot 8 inch tall, 15 wins, 12 losses. Illy La Flaca Monzon. All right, let's get it done. Okay, these two are ready to go.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Soon as you ready's up and we approve the fight, we'll be on our way with our first fight here tonight.
All right, so we've got Illy versus Nunu. Personally, I don't know much about Nunu. I believe I've seen her once before, but I do know a lot about Illy, so this is an interesting match.
It's a rematch, actually. I believe these two just fought recently, where Illy was knocked out by Nuno. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, then we just need y'all to ready up. Here we go.
That's impressive. One more than me.
I'm hearing in my ear just now that Nuno does 9,000 push-ups every day. 9,000, Jack. I think I could do 4 if I tried right now, and that's on a good day.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I could do 2 after a good McDonald's. I'm gonna be honest with you.
McDonald's. What do you eat there? You get the Big Mac? Are you a Big Mac guy?
Wow, that was a fat joke.
No, it was not a fat joke. It was a question for sure. McChicken myself. They're more economical, as you know. 99 cents. You can't beat that. Regardless.
I'll have to stick with the breakfast menu on that one.
I didn't come here to talk about McDonald's with you, gentlemen. We're here to watch fights. So.
That's some branding skills at McDonald's right there.
It really is. Over a billion served, last I heard. Why are we talking about McDonald's? What are you guys doing here? Come on, man.
I know, right? What's up?
Who brought this up?
All right. Illy, you knew. Here we go.
Sorry, just going through the earpiece and oh, there we go. Board's ready. You know, McDonald's is nice, but is McDonald's better? Right? And I am a Big Mac. I like Big Mac.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And the spotlight follows Illy to the center of the ring where Nuno Bison is waiting. Right, left, right, trading blows in the northwest corner. A bit of footwork. And we're back in the action again. A missed right hook from Nuno Bison.
Definitely good. I can see this going the distance, to be fair. They fight very strategic, and they sit there and, you know, they take their time. Oh, look at the sun right there. Man, I spoke it too soon.
For sure.
Who would you say is the fans' favorite in this fight right now, though?
Well, me, of course, Jack. I mean, come on now. I'm sitting right next to you.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. Fighters may call you out. Oh, they're throwing some good punches on each other. So they're getting some body shots in, both of them going in and out. Do y'all think this is going to be going the distance? What are your thoughts?
I do. I think it's going to go all the way. I think both of them came in with a really good game, and they're not going to let the other one knock them out. I think there's a lot of strategy in play here, and it's good to see, certainly.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And to be honest, y'all, this fight, one more fight, and we also have the main event. The main event's coming really close.
Mm-hmm. Nuno trying to prove me wrong. Quite a few punches straight there in the center of the ring.
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, you might get a call out. What do you think?
A call out what? Like they want my number? Is that what you're saying? Is that where we're going?
Hey, tell us about that fight in 8th grade you say. You remember that one time you never finished that story?
Oh, Pat Boatwright, what a bastard. Man, jeez, dog. No, I mean, I don't want to bringing up the old stuff, really. But, I mean, honestly, it was not a good day for me. Well, it wasn't a good day for him either. You know, when they say you should see the other guy, that was kind of the instance I was sitting in. Regardless, I got a crooked nose, so it happens.
That happens to the best of us. Look at her just swinging there, punching, going back and forth.
Titus knows what I'm talking about.
I sure do.
Going back and forth, these ladies are definitely not giving in to each other, that's for sure. They're respectful, but it's whenever it comes to the ring, you are your enemy. Going back and forth. Titus, you know, I got to bring this something up to you. You know, in the past, you know, you would sit there and you'd have your fighter, right? Do you still look at him as a friend or more of your enemies?
When I'm in the ring, man, you're not my friend. I'm only in there to get a W. After it ends, then we can be friends again.
Well, I didn't mean it. Me. I mean, you're hot for a rematch, aren't you, man? I swear. You know?
I was going to say that I don't care if you're in the ring or not. I'm going to be out here, and we're still friends. So,
well, to be fair, I can respect what Titus is saying. As y'all know as well, there hasn't been a day signed yet, but there will be a rematch. Titus Crown versus Jack Cryptic, definitely going to be a best of 3. The third match against each other, made the best man win on that. A lot of respect. But, we ain't going to talk too much about that right now. We got a fight going on. So, we got Ilya and Nuno ready to go ahead and get their wins tonight. 5 rounds of pro. Titus, would you like to explain this how the pro works?
I would.
Yeah.
I know that.
Well, what we got here right now, in the first round, it looks like Nunu took that first round. Now, the best you can score is 10 points because it is pro fight. Anytime there's a knockdown, you lose a point. And then, obviously, if you lose that round, you will be at 9 points. So that's what you're looking at. The best you can get is 10 for each round, and then anything will drop after that.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought about becoming a referee. I know we have the board that helps us out, but why not have a ref in? But I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing how crazy a press conference you get, and I got pushed around, even punched in the face one time. I didn't know who hit me. Trying to separate. We definitely need to get some security out here for sure. We're gonna have to start looking for some security.
You need some big dudes for that one.
Yeah. Well, you never know. That aggression kicks in, pumps in. At that point, man, to get a frying pan or a taser and just do the best, right?
So we got Nunu.
Punches in the center of the ring.
No.
These two have definitely gotten a feel for each other by now. And Illy trying to capitalize on that.
Some good exchanges.
As previous fighter myself, it's whenever, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's how you may think the same or may think different, but whenever you're in a fight, right, it's kind of what makes your mind more calm, knowing that you're going against a rival, you have a lot on the line, or more of a respect fight, kind of going in between the two.
Yeah, I'm always respecting my opponent no matter what. I come in there with different strategies, and my strategies might change in the middle of the match depending on what I'm seeing. So, obviously, Illy's probably doing something similar because she's got more experience than I do and just as much on vitality. Nunu is this new kid on the block, I hear, so she's doing really well. I like how she moves, blocks, clinches, and throws flurries. So she does a little mix of everything.
Training out of Kadath Boxing Club, Nuno Bison. And they've got some winners out of that club, for sure. I mean, I've seen a few fights from individuals coming out of Kadath, and not one of them was disappointing.
All right, that's the end of the second round. And to be fair, Death Earth's had a lot of good support tonight. Have a lot of fans for him tonight. Also, Tamaya as well, coming out, being a good coach, and also teammates as well. Maya's over Team Hands, I believe that gym over there, and also helps out over there at Team Death Throw. So these fighters definitely been training for it. You can tell anytime a Death Throw member comes in, to an event, they're headstrong, ready to get wins. Bring home belts, medals, whatever the case may be. And then again, you also had teams as well. Team KPC also known to have a lot of warriors. They train a lot. They sit there and put in the work in. And also with Team Cryptic, every team definitely putting the work in, and every team, is trying to make it to where it's the best fighters on the grid. Going in round 3 here, deciding to exchange some punches to the mid area, slugging it out. Titus, if you had a pick for this fight, who would you pick?
Right now, Nunu's pretty much taking it to the house every round. She's dictating the pace of the fight. There's about 2 minutes left, and Illy's going to need to do something pretty soon if she plans to win this.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And, Mike, I know this is your second event here commentating for
No kidding.
But what what have you learned about boxing? Is there anything you learned as a commentator? Like, just kind of your thoughts.
Honestly, as a commentator, it's a lot more strategic than I realized it was. I thought it was two guys went in there, or girls, obviously, and just beat the crap out of each other as fast as they can. I never took into account that there was strategy or anything like that. So it's been enlightening to that extent. But also, I mean, I know this is kind of a generic statement to say, but the community for Second Life Boxing has been extremely welcoming to me just jumping in here, and that's been a kind of a breath of fresh air, as there are a lot of aspects on the grid when you're the new guy, so to speak. You're just not accepted very well. You gotta earn your stripes, and I haven't had to do that up to this point. That may change next week. We'll see how this one goes by the end of it. But it really has. It's been fantastic in that regard, for sure.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And also want to let everybody know, after the main event here, we will be having an after party toggle battle between DJ Savage and DJ Danger. So as soon as this ends, whoever has the dancing the socks off kind of thing, we have it upstairs.
Maybe we can get Mike a style and let him earn him stripes in the ring.
I knew it was going there. I knew it was.
Sorry, Mike. I tried to bring the heat off of you, but it kind of got
Hey,
there.
I'm here because I'm perfect. Let's face it, gentlemen. So, training blows once again in the southwest corner. Nuno Bison absolutely dictating as Illy on one knee, praying to the pugilism gods for a way out of this one.
These two are definitely winners the battle.
Definitely.
Yeah, Nunu held every round. So she definitely took over that fight from the very beginning.
And you can see the training in it. I mean, you can see the footwork and I never would have thought of how difficult it actually is to have good footwork in the ring. But it is. It's extremely difficult, especially when you have somebody else that wants you down for the most part. So, but you can see it. It was on full display there. There was a lot of skill and certainly a lot of talent, even from my perspective of it, not knowing nearly as much of the ins and outs as yourselves.
All right, so I just got an earpiece in. So that is apologies. Championship fights for 5 rounds in pro. Apologies. Then in the pro rounds, there are 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. So our apologies on that if we confused anybody. But definitely was a really good fight between these two. They've sit there and battled it out, training, and still a good friendship at the end of the day, right? We appreciate it, and we'll definitely see y'all back in the backstage area. We got co-main event, pro event 5, Savage versus Quinn Ray. Savage is known to win the last grid games. Quinn Ray has also been known to do a lot of damage in his appearance of fighting other fighters. And whenever it comes down to it, it's kind of like, who do you think is going to win? Like a previous statement was said at the press conference, your friends outside, but in the ring, you're battle. Your enemies. So really on this one, I really have no take on who could win because they're really both great fighters.
Yeah, and no animosity as far as that they have for each other. It's full respect all the way. But they are going to go toe-to-toe, and somebody's going to win. This is one that I won't even try to pick a winner for. Honestly, I just don't want that many enemies, and they got a lot of friends in the audience right now. So, for real though, it's just watching the press conference last night. It was very evident that these two known each other for a long time, and they certainly are looking to come into this with a very mutual respect and agreement that best man just wins. That's just what it's going to be.
All right, and we also got the first competitor out here. Would be Savage.
No, I would say no. Whatever, I know it's like, man. I'd never get my chain snatched. Nigga rather blow up off a rat than get they pain back. Catch your heart record, now you hear switches in the playback. Hit songs all night long, nigga keep sweat. Ain't nobody playing poker outside where I stay at. Once upon a time, they minds wanted my replacement. I expected you can love the game, but he won't say it back. You relate to that? 100 cash, brown paper bag. I've been thinking fast, I'm gonna smash that too much to ask. I done hit up something, they know who I think the world match. Make it clean, quick 50 cash, from jumping out and buzzing heads. Cause I miss you, man. All the sauce, sparks covering the car, bump on the tape. Even work on holidays, help make the ghost of Christmas past. Hating turned to being a fan, your son favorite album, man. I was living young, so I was in blood like where you
In the red corner, wearing the black shorts from Team Death Row, towering in at 8 foot tall with an undetermined record. Ladies and gentlemen, the Reaper Savage! In the blue corner, wearing the silver and rather scary dick sling, fighting out of Team Death Row, 6 foot 4 inches tall, 11 wins and only 3 losses. Make Make some noise for Quinn Ray, Troublemaker. Gentlemen, let's get it done.
Now, before we get started with the third main event, I also want to do a sponsor shout out to Darkest Designs Attention Shopaholics. Take a peek into the dark side. Be sure to check it out and don't miss out. You see him put it here in the bucket. And then we also got Smoker's Fusion. Smoker's Fusion from premium weed and pre-roll to pills, lean, edibles, and hookers. We got the vibes, the flavors, the fusion you crave. As well for luck for everybody to see. Then we'll go ahead with our last sponsor for tonight, Zach's Arcade Club, a friendly, fun arcade club. All is welcome. Meet new people, dance, chill out, be yourself, play games, and listen to the best live singers or different genres of music on the grid. Feel free to come to this location anytime. Check out the arcade games upstairs, the walkway outside or chill out by the beach. Feel free to explore it all and TP your friends. Go ahead and put this out and lurking. And if y'all also check out what's under y'all's seat there, we also got some surprises. You know?
What?
Yeah, check your seat. You may have a surprise under it.
Jack, there's nothing under my seat.
And that means you didn't get a surprise. Only a couple lucky.
Is there really? There's surprises under the seats? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
That's awesome.
There's a surprise under my seat. And if it was a car, shoot, y'all may catch me checking out of it. Mod shop, you know? Alright, so we'll go ahead and once the gentlemen have readied up and got on the board here, then we can definitely get the fights underway. Per fight, 3 minutes and 3 rounds. Sorry, what's going on with me there? But we appreciate everybody being here. Team gym owners, league owners, sponsorships. Hey, we appreciate everybody being here. Even the VIPs out here tonight. Everybody's a VIP here at Cryptic, and we're just going to get the show on the road here.
5 fighters out of Team Death Row alone for this event today. It's been fantastic, for sure.
Yep, oh, look, most definitely. Once we get the radio, we'll have the. Here we go. Oh, it's ready. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Savage versus Winray Ghost, the son of Brandon Ghost.
Is that true?
It is, yeah.
The son of Brandon Ghost?
Yeah. So definitely, you know, whenever you got a legend like Brandon Ghost here in the building, you know, it's definitely the Ghost family is definitely known, you know, to have really good fights, legacy fighters. I'm not sure if Winray is the only son of Brandon. Golden exchange.
Here we go.
Yeah. Going back and forth on each other. Winray's just going in on Savage.
Couple of left jabs from Winray to the left side of Savage. Or right side of Savage.
You want to know a good crazy training story? Short and simple.
A crazy training story.
Yeah. So I heard that, you know, some people to train up their chin health, they'll take a brick and let somebody hit them with a brick. Oh,
well, that's just stupid. Who would do that? Really?
They're in the corner back and forth. The center just punching. You know, Tosh, what do you think? Is it more good control the center or control the corner? You know, what do you think?
You know, I try to control the pace of the fight, whether it be the corner, the center. I have a strategy for any part of the ring I'm in. There is one thing I used to do, you know, right before a big match. I would actually come into the ring early that morning and just get a feel for it. I'd walk around it, move all around and make it my home.
Most definitely there, just going back and forth. Quinn Ray's down.
Yes, down on one knee.
There's a 4 count. Quinn gets back up. Kind of got that was running through Quinn Ray's mind right now. Savage is known to be a deadly hit machine, you know. When you get into a sucking out with Savage, you got 2 tall gentlemen. Look here, Savage is chasing them. Man, they're just going back and forth on the body and the chin.
Bit of a reset.
Yeah, at this point, they're trying to gain some stamina back. That's usually what that means. Sometimes you'll see some boxers in the middle between this. We'll throw some jabs, try to keep pace of the fight. But saw a little bit different on that one.
Get to your corners.
You know, one thing I've never seen in boxing history, especially with the fatality, is a draw. I've never seen, especially on points, that people sit there and have the same points, the same knockdowns. You know that? Y'all, you ever experienced that before?
I don't count draws. I never did. in any sport. I mean, because I know I'm American and everything, but like sometimes they say soccer has a draw, and I'm just like, nah. You tired?
I'll be honest with you. If I ever had to play soccer, you may have to send a stretcher out there to pick me up.
Dude, they run for like 40 minutes, them guys, man, without running out of breath. It's ridiculous.
Fight.
Right. And they're taking their breaks. They're sizing each other up. To remind y'all, this is a respected fight between the 2 gentlemen. Right at a death row. But, as I said before, in the middle of the ring, it's a battle.
They've each seen each other fight many times. They know the strengths and weaknesses, trying to capitalize on each one. And Quinn Ray goes down.
4, 5.
Once again.
Oh.
There it is! Did he make it?
Oh, he made it.
Wow!
No, he's back up. That
Wow.
is still going.
I thought it was over. I really did.
That was very, very close. He got up
So
standing 10 count.
I was going to think about it as well. You know, these 2 gentlemen has had to pretty much separate their times of training so they're not in the same training camp together at the same time. You know, so they definitely been putting up a lot of training for this. And, you know, that's taking knockdown almost went KO. Huh?
Yeah. Savage looking to capitalize on that opportunity of Quinn Ray hitting the mat. Going on the attack.
Oh, most definitely. And that's the thing is, too, with Quinn Ray's strategy. You know, is he going to sit there and, you know, how can he come back? You know, one more knockdown, that's a TKO if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it right, Titus?
Yeah, he can come back. You know, he's got to get that full 10 count on his opponent. That's probably what I would be going for at this.
It's you know, they're just sitting sizing each other up. Not gonna lie, if I was in Quinn Ray's position right now, I think I'd be aggressive, strategic. You know, like I'll still try to be strategic, or maybe even do counter. Try to get aggressive with Savage. Let's see if I can get Savage tired out, or counter it out as well. Still, let him get tired and then hit the sweet spots. You know?
Oh, and a couple of big left hooks from Savage right to the right jaw of Quinn Ray. Stumbled back for just a little bit.
Quinn Ray was able to get out of there. Savage was doing some major damage.
Here comes the claps. We got 10 seconds left in the round.
Now, would that be considered a DQ, Titus?
We're just checking a couple things real quick.
Judges are currently deliberating to make a decision.
One sec, y'all. We're just going to go through some of the tape real quick, and we'll let you know momentarily. Right now is definitely a good chance to go to the bathroom if you need to, but don't be too long.
Yeah, we'll be right back while they take a couple minutes to deliberate. All right. So the judges have deliberated, and it is going to be Quinn Ray to take the win. After a disqualification from Savage, there will have to be a rematch for this. So it does look like we are going to have a rematch.
Can we not just do the rematch right now?
Yeah, was that the determination, gentlemen? Just to clarify.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in for a second. Instead of waiting for a rematch, let's go ahead and rematch this right now. We're good.
Right now.
Let them fight. Yeah. We want to return that. We're gonna let y'all redo it. Do apologize to Iron. Lad can't come into play. Also, you know what I mean? Want to make it fair for everybody. So let's go into this rematch. So we will count this as Savage get disqualification, but we're doing a rematch. So you two gentlemen deserve a spot. Everybody deserves a spot here at Cryptic. So we're going to put on the best show. Y'all go and slug that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, I would have hated to go on a downer like that. I don't on a DQ. That always does suck.
Well, even if as a one round, because Savage won both first and second round. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So everybody's going we're letting him redo the match.
Oh man, attention, gentlemen. Seriously.
Most definitely.
Bringing the drama up a notch, for sure. And it's not even the main event. Not yet. Oh, man. The electricity in this arena right now.
The match is counting down, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely battle of the co-main event.
Here we go. Rematch time.
Once again, toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Neither has thrown a punch just yet.
You have to keep in mind as well, you know, this is a big fight as well. You know, you definitely got two at the top, death row fighters sitting there and fighting each other right here, so.
Punishing left body shot. Savage.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm expecting this to be. You see, now they're starting to sug in on each other. You got Savage already going on the offense there.
I'm on the edge of my seat, gentlemen. I almost forgot I was commentating there for a moment. My apologies. Wow. Each fighter looking for their moment. And there's some blows to be traded in the southwest corner of the square circle. And a left hand from Savage at the back of the head of Quinn Ray. He felt that for sure. And we have action.
Got 1 minute left.
Quinn Ray's knocked down.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And he's up at a 5 count.
Oh,
50 seconds left.
Savage on the chase. Glenway trying to find a way out, possibly looking for the bell.
I think they're getting more hungry. Now they're slugging it out. Definitely.
Somebody is gassed. Someone's gassed. Just so the fans know, when you hear somebody huffing and puffing, that means they have very low stamina or very low chin, so that's when you want to attack.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of thought the huffing and puffing whenever he was out of stamina. So that definitely, see, you learn stuff every day, you know.
I mean, I do it when I walk up the stairs, but you know, it's different. I suppose.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we both need to hit the treadmill.
Yeah, I think you're right. I really do. I mean, it's the winter months, you know?
Yeah, and speaking of that, we're actually in a new season. Springtime, right? Even though it feels like it's summertime.
Nah, I don't know. I didn't, you know, the calendars.
I like I never invented anything in my life. But if I was to invent, there'd be a walking fan. All right, round 2, let's go.
Round 2.
They're ready. Got the crowd also making a lot of noise. We appreciate y'all cheering on them fighters. Definitely gives them a push as well.
The aura and the atmosphere surrounding Cryptic Arena right now and palpable. This is beyond exciting and beyond what anybody could have expected from this particular bout coming into it.
They have some strong exchanges. You can see who's countering. They kind of switch back and forth. They're always blocking. You're seeing some of the best boxers are right here in that ring right
A
now.
lot of unasked questions to be answered on this rematch right here.
Definitely, and you know, previous one, Savage won 2 rounds. Will this go the distance? TKO, knockout? Well, what are y'all thinking? I mean, they're having their moments of slugging it. Side right there, you know, they're sitting there slugging it.
Yes, they are. I think Quinn Ray's gonna have to do something. He has gone down once so far, and Savage still looks good. I haven't seen any stamina loss or anything like that, and he's on point for sure. Not to say Quinn Ray's not home by no means. I'm not gonna make that call. It's impossible. It's impossible.
They're synthesizing each other up. It's like the Savage is kind of walking away from Quinn Ray, you know? And could it be a strategy to tire out Quinn Ray, or, you know?
Or is it just based out of respect?
Could be as well.
Mm-hmm. Each one of these fighters has seen each other for many times, and coming out of the same gym for sure.
Kind of going back to it as well, you know, it's kind of whenever you're trying to train for an upcoming fight, you got 2 weeks, right? 2 boxers, same gym. How do you get the time in to be able to make sure you're tired? Savage.
We got a double knockdown.
Wow, what happened there?
Who's gonna get up?
Back and forth, trading blows, both of them down. Whoa, it's like the end of a freaking moment.
You know, I've never in my life ever seen that. That's definitely a first. Ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, first.
So we've got through 2 rounds. Savage is in the lead, 19-18. We're going into round 3. This still is anybody's match. Savage still has the lead. Kind of a little tail of that first match that we just saw. So Quinn Ray is obviously changing it up a little bit. We'll see how he handles this last round.
It is disgusting.
All right, here we go. Final round. Who do you think's going to bring it home? Of course, you know, there's still respect there, but only one winner can walk away, right?
The will, the skill, and the determination has been on full display throughout this entire rematch, as well as the previous match before. I don't think anyone can actually call it, aside from some personal bias on who you like better. It really is a tough one. Oh, and Savage getting the bird call. And another one.
He returns it.
Ray. Back to back doubles. No way.
Both of these guys are just trying to win that W. They both want him as bad as you can see.
Not gonna lie to you. Double birdies, double knockdowns. Man, this is just something crazy. What's out of breath, I believe.
I mean, you can't script it any
It's
better.
about a minute
You really can't.
45. It's tied 28-28 right now with 140 left.
Oh, wow. Went right down again. And the count's 8. There it is! Wow! By a knockout! The Reaper Savage takes the win in a rematch.
Man, great fight.
Amazing. It was amazing. Very well done, both of them.
Right, a lot of energy here in the Cryptic Arena. We definitely got to put on these spots for everybody, and definitely appreciate the fighters being here, putting on one hell of a show. Sit there and if you had a fight of the night so far, who would you call the fight of the night? Because it's just all amazing fights,
They really are. So far, though, if I have to pick one, obviously, this one was just, it had everything. I mean, the drama was insane, obviously, on the edge of the seat. Very, very impressed by both of these individuals right now. This was insane.
Hey, let me speak real
Team
quick.
Death Row, they definitely
speak
came
real
to
quick.
play.
Let me speak quick. I'm at a loss right now, but that bitch over there, I can beat easily. Named Ludwig Graves. I can beat him easily.
Oh, really? You say
Bitch.
that after that showing?
Fuck you.
I mean, go. Put some.
So there's going to be a call
Make
out
it
that
happen.
we may have
Sign
to
the
see it
contract,
at the
bitch.
next Cryptic event.
All right.
I think he's got a waiting list of people wanting to kick his ass.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bitch.
But in all honesty, we got the main event coming up. You got Cole versus Sai.
Sign the contract.
It's definitely a fight that we've all been waiting to see. We had some call-outs. We had to see some call-outs on the next Cryptic. Definitely good fight, both of y'all. We'll definitely see on in all honesty, hey, a better show. Got a little bit of talk going on, so I mean, hey, that could be some contract signing right there. Hey, I'm
It
not
could be some contract sign.
saying, but definitely been waiting to see Cole and Sai fight. And to be honest, it's hard to pick, man. It's hard to pick. Non-biased, it's hard to pick on who can
Right.
win. We definitely got two great fighters, and we appreciate everybody being here to see this main event going on. Mike, what's your thoughts on it? And Titus as well. We'll definitely love to hear it.
My thoughts on the main event tonight. There's absolutely, I mean, pretty much every fight tonight. I mean, yeah, I'm undecided on who's going to win or whatever. I'm not going to put any money down by no means. Yeah, of course, Irene, the number one fighter on the grid right now, going up against 35-0 Cole Evergarden. Some people say that Cole hasn't been tested. According to the record, it's been 35 times. That doesn't mean I'm going to pick him to win by no means. It just means that he does know how to fight with the Vitality system in the ring. I do not believe that Cyrane would have challenged him to a fight if he didn't. It is going to be heated. There is going to be a lot of strategy and game plan in play. And Cyrane most definitely put the work in to get ready for it, as well as Cole Evergarden. It's very, very exciting match coming up. I am thoroughly looking forward to it, as well as every single individual in this arena right now. Titus, what do you think?
Yeah, I have a few thoughts on this one. Being a past champion, I had a match similar where I did go up against somebody in an exhibition, and they were actually pretty good. They did knock me down once. So, coming into this, Rain's got to know that every match should count in your head, and you're here to collect W's and prove why you are number one to the entire grid. no matter exhibition or not.
Absolutely. As it was the previous match, there will be a lot of unasked questions answered on this one as well. Hopefully, assuming that there will be no doubt going forward who the better fighter is after this one.
Well, to be fair, everybody's waiting to definitely see this one. Let's go ahead and get Cole out here. In all honesty, I think this is definitely a match definitely worth waiting to see.
That's not the. That's no problem. Firme el contrato, muchacho.
All right, so we had some trouble with the sound, but Sai is out here. This is your current men's champion over at KBCL. Death Row, one of the leaders of over there. Consistent fighter, so he's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. In the red corner, wearing the black shorts, fighting out of a Team Cryptic. At 5'11" tall with 35 wins, no losses. The undefeated Midwest Tornado, Coltrane Evergarden. In the blue corner, he needs no introduction, but I'm giving him one anyway. In the black shorts with the red accents, fighting for Team Death Row at 6'8" tall. 4 wins in the Vitality System. The 8-time and reigning KBCL Heavyweight Champion of the Grid. Make some noise for Suge Gentlemen, let's get it done.
Right, and once we have the gentlemen's birth ready up on the board and ready up for the fight, we'll definitely be able to kick this off.
Man, I hope I did these guys some justice. I really do. 2 amazing fighters in the ring right now. And here we go.
And the fight we've been waiting for. Oh, it looks like they're going in slugging.
Early, right out early, straight for the attack, both fighters, one after the other. Toe-to-toe, directly in the center of the square circle, nobody giving each other some. Now the strategy comes into play. And the game plan that each one came in here for. They came out to make an announcement. Yes, I'm here, and I know how to throw.
Most definitely. Side's knocked down.
Asai! Rain has been knocked down in the center of the ring in the early seconds of the first round.
He's back up 3 count.
Another right and a left from Cole Evergarden.
It's definitely a sea edge. Definitely see these fighters go. I was having to clenching up a little bit.
Right in the southwest corner. Right and a left from the champion. And he goes down again with a gut punch from Cole Evergarden.
And when it comes to these 2 fighters, I'm pretty sure that they've definitely been training, definitely been, trying to strategically see on how they're going to bring home a win. Definitely a lot on the line here for both fighters. Really good fighters, and it's definitely a show today for sure. It's out there exchanging. And
A
Cole,
flurry of fists in the right side of the square circle. Cole Evergarden down on one knee. Cyrane's got his number and he is coming back. Ooh. TKO by Cole Evergarden. That is 3 knockdowns. Taking his record to 36 wins.
definitely fight. That was we definitely see edge. 9 count. That side gave Cole, and then Cole coming back with TKOs. I mean, in all honesty, that definitely could have went really good. I didn't expect for him to slug it out like they did, but in all honesty, respect to both gentlemen. It definitely was a good fight.
100%.
Yeah. In all honesty, 2 fights going up against each other. Pretty sure there's, as you can tell right there in the ring, there good sportsmanship between each other.
Each one of them held their own. There were knockdowns on both sides for sure. Highly anticipated match coming into it. No matter the outcome, it was absolutely fantastic. Doesn't even matter what side you're on. Wow.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And to be fair, we sit there and try to hold the best fights here at Cryptic Arena. Want to appreciate. Oh, I got an earpiece. Something. And Savage is going up on the stage.
Cole.
Savage is on stage.
Great fight, man. But I want to run the fight we have back because you beat me by 1 point on some bullshit. So it's on the contract. It don't matter where we fight, when we fight. We got to get it done. I had you running that entire fight, and you won on some bullshit.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I told Sai. Anytime, any place.
That's what I'm on, man. Let's sign it. Come on.
All right. Well, looks like that's definitely going to be a great fight between these two. Now, to remind you, everybody that is here, there was a high society tournament, and the final match was between Savage and Cole. And Cole did win by 1 point, so it looks like there's going to be a rematch between these two. We'll definitely sit there and get the contract signed, and definitely can pretty much schedule this on the next event. Like I said, here at Cryptic, we sit there and try to, get everything sorted and going. Great fight between everybody here tonight. Both teams, and we appreciate everybody. Well, I'm sorry, all the teams here. We had Hands, KBC, Death Row, Team Cryptic, the whole 9 yards. We sat there and appreciate everybody here. Shout out to Fatality for making this happen. So, honestly, appreciate everybody being here again, having a good time, witnessing us with us, the amazing fights. Appreciate you commentating as well. Dennis Carolina and Mike Matt, definitely helping us keep it in the flow. And now, if everybody would like to, there's a club upstairs. You can sit down and relax, or because we also have some chairs up there you can sit down. And we can also dance on the floor. So it would also be DJ Sam versus DJ Danger. So, if y'all like to go there and relax and have a good time, you can ask for the teleport for Candace or myself. And we also have at the front door, there's a purple pad there. Now, if you click on the purple pad and go to the club, they'll send you right there at the entrance. So we'll definitely be looking to see y'all up there. Appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. And we definitely, like I said again, try to put on a great show for everybody. Give everybody an opportunity to keep the boxing alive here on Second Life and to keep these, movement going. So I think that's all I have to say. Michael Titus,
Without a doubt. I mean, technical difficulties aside, we had 5 explosive matches. One of them deemed in a rematch, and the main event did not disappoint. I am thrilled with the outcome of this evening, and I do want to thank you both for allowing me to join you once again in the booth. I know I've already said it, but it really is a pleasure to be sitting at least alongside both of you and calling the action as I see it. Very, very a good exposition this evening. What do you think, Titus?
Yeah, you know, that was a quick fight, quick match. Cole obviously has some power to him. I think Sai kind of went in there a little too aggressive in the beginning. He did get a knockdown, but I thought at that point, you know, he would have dictated the pace of the fight. But Cole had some other plans, so I would like to see a rematch of that in a more in another event, and maybe put some money or belts on the line.
For sure. The party continues upstairs. We'll see you there. I am Mike Mapp, and yeah, thanks for the show, gentlemen.
Sure, we are signing off.